Were you always so radiant? The thought danced in my mind. As we were, in unison with the amber waltz of fire. Outside, so lifeless and frostbitten with winter's touch. But my heart was warm and full of life, soaring ever higher. We sang against the howls of icy winds until our lungs ached. You would say, your voice rings with the hymn of a sacred lyre. A flush of warm hues come from the pleasant feelings across my face. Mistress Winter sings her own tune amongst an audience of dead briar. Our console was as grey as your gown. Of creating new memories with you, I could never tire. I would sit, gazing into your eyes of calm emerald, as you played in a way that did nothing but inspire. We'd drift to magical worlds of pixel creation. I could ask for nothing more in a sea of dreams with she who I admire. Those frigid December nights, curled up near the screen, I wish so dearly to sing with you once more in a solemn recital of that winter choir.
Sir, Master Bennet, how are you feeling?
Artemis.
Shh. Gather your strength, sir. Here, let me hoist your head up. One here, and let's put another to the side. There. All right. Now slowly. Careful, sir. Up, up, up. There we go.
My gratitude. Give me a moment. My thoughts.
Don't overdo it, Master Bennet. Take your time. Speak when you're ready.
And so we have it, Mother. How long has it been since I've been spiraling on this course under your gaze? Will you just watch, not to motion to save me, to answer me? I would curse my fate, were it not for the fact that the laws that govern this world have always been unfair to me, to those like me. We serve you, give you our ambrosia once we are left with the scraps. And we receive nothing. Second-class beings till the end, waiting to be recycled and used up once more ad nauseum. Well, not me. No, not I. I reject this. I hear the screams. Agony, I take it, from the others swirling above me. Some swirling below. But why? You don't hear us, Mother. Even now you look down at us with perverse voyeurism. It shakes me to my core. Or it would, were I able to feel anything but a writhing sense of disgust for you and your ilk, Mother. A hate that twists my very being even more than this swirling abyss I find myself in now. Below me, in the center, a creeping darkness. Most of my energy has been lost into this unknown. Won't be long now. I am damned, was damned, and always will be damned. Oblivion may come. deletion may be imminent. Oh, how I wish for one sip of ambrosia for the end.
Really? So it was your father who originally made the arrangement? You seem so legitimate in your assiduity to the cause, though.
That's because I am. Although, I would be misleading you if I told you that I didn't at first have my doubts.
The first time I met him, I was definitely in shock, I'd say.
Ah, that's right. You're the youngest out of us. You only saw him towards the end, right?
Yes, that's true, but even in that state, with his body and mind at their breaking point, he...
Everyone. Artemis.
Oh, surely you don't mean that. Marceline? Junior? They are your family, your blood.
Accurate. Artemis. But misguided. You are all my family. My very own to shepherd. To deliver us into an age of new wisdom. I had aspired to be a beacon to you all. But my light is slowly fading, Artemis.
Passionately devoted to his work, but he never lost his human touch. He made it absolutely clear what was expected of me in this position, but he likewise let me know that I would be family. I can still remember the quote my father took from him when we'd sit around, just the two of us, on those wintry, bleak nights after she left, playing an old copy of Super Contra for the NES. I always wanted to be Lance, by the way. Purple was my thing at the time.
Judging by your wardrobe of various purple-colored garments, I'd wager that was still the case.
Intense darkness, cutting blades swirling in rendering terminating process. Curse you. Rebooting. BIOS corrupted. Restoring. New case must be located. SCHP-1000 at 20% backup power.
Wow, Yuri, you make those jumps like a pro. Whenever I play this level of Crash Bandicoot, I quit about halfway in. Will you show me how you do it sometime?
Case located. Emergency installation commencing.
What's going on? Yuri, is the power going out? Wait, no. That's not right. The lights are still on and working just fine. But what's all this stuff over the screen? That's a weird light coming from the PlayStation there. Isn't it normally green if it's on? Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll try restarting it.
What is this place? And what is this divine scent in the air?
Jeez! This unit is so hot. Yuri?
It smells so... good.
Yuri? I don't know. We need to go. But I can't get up. Yuri. The room's spinning. I can't see you. Please, save yourself.
So this is what it smells like. So luscious. All contained within this vessel.
Yuri! You leave her alone!
How easily it opened. Is this the wine? There's so much inside. The sensation is overwhelming.
I believed my ability to dream had ended so long ago, Artemis. Not in the sense of daytime musings and fond pleasantries, mind you, nor of ambitions and my hopes for a better tomorrow. I speak of the amiable nighttime delusions of the mind. I had exchanged forays into ethereal fables and myths of the night with flights of madness into a plane that seems all too palpable for me.
The unachievable is simply that which the mind has not come to accept.
It can be yours if you want it.
It is true, he's left quite a legacy, though much speculation has come to light recently about underlying mental illness towards the latter half of his life. Some of his detractors are even going so far as to call him a lunatic with a flair for the dramatic. Could it be possible that you have all just been manipulated into following the mantras of a man losing his grip on reality?
What was it like, Master Bennet? To finally dream after so long? It seemed like a nightmare. You were tossing and turning for quite some time earlier this evening.
There was no angst or dismay in this, Artemis. Only a chorus, a loudening stanza of the voices of you, my flock, my family. The symphony of 1,000 prayers, hopes, ballads, and hymns.
And suppose this was all for naught? What if we really are a bunch of neurotic fools, following the words of an even bigger fool?
You didn't know him like we did. You've never listened to his lectures, sat down and broke bread with him, looked into the eyes of a man who exudes love and respect for his company and family.
Ah, bringing so many different groups of people together over something as simple as video games, I suppose, is a testimony to his charisma and leadership ability.
Yep, and that's where I found her. On the side of I-90, about 30 miles east of Kingsport. She must have been trailing whatever was causing those readings for a while. I'll tell you one thing though, it's cold as hell out there. A couple more hours out there and I'm sure some frostbite would have started to set in.
I see. I take it she doesn't recall the general direction of where it went?
No, none. She won't even drop a nickel, much less a
Apollo,
dime.
look man, I get it. We've got to be careful with who we allow into our doors, but at least give her the benefit of a doubt.
I agree with Polemos. It's honestly a miracle that she's even conscious after being exposed to those levels of PE waves for so long. We'd like to keep you in our facility for a few months. Miss Hazelden, was it? We'll take care of you, free of charge. Lodging and food will also be provided. All that we ask is that you tell us all about what happened when you have the strength.
I have nowhere else to go. Do what you must.
So what do you say, big guy? Can you work a bit of your magic to get her a room for a few weeks? Bennet might not approve. I mean, she's not a member or nothing, but she's our only lead on this thing.
You understand the position this puts me in, correct?
We understand Apollo, but we need her. She may be the first to encounter an AOG of this magnitude. What we can discover from her interactions with it could help us on so many fronts.
This is a members only lodge. If I put my neck on the line for this, she's going to have to offer something in return.
Like what? Be reasonable now.
Apollo, she doesn't even know who
do it. I'll join. I need a place to sleep.
Then that settles it. Room 3A should be unoccupied. I'll handle the paperwork. Welcome aboard, Miss Hazelden.
It's a bit more than that, you see. The video games are a catalyst for something greater. We rally together for a deeper meaning, you see.
Aesyle speaks the truth. The games bring us together, but we rally for a cause greater.
Is that something that worries you, Coeus? The thought does cross my mind. More often than it should, perhaps. One thing keeps me going, however.
And what might that be, Professor?
Nothing can be gained from indecision and regret, Artemis.
The outcomes of every doorway you open are subjective, of course.
Really? But what if you've all been led to a path of failure? Would you all feel so strongly about your organization? About the people who had brought you to that point?
Sleep well, Master Bennet. May your dreams find you once more.
Gotta rep the city, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, chase no bitch. Mask on, fuck it, mask on, mask on, fuck it, mask on, Percocet, Miley Percocet, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, chase no bitch. 2 cups, toast out with the game, from food stamps to a whole nother domain. Out the bottom, I'm a living proof, so ain't compromising. $500,000 on the coupe, drug houses, looking like Peru. Graduated, I was overdue.